Hello and welcome to Light Waves by todderbert. If you enjoy reviews of flashlights, rechargeable lanterns, other portable light sources, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us with a RovyVon Aurora A1X, this is a rechargeable, everyday carry keychain flashlight. I got mine for $22 at Amazon. I think normal retail price right now on these are $26. I'll have links below. Very cool keychain flashlight. And we'll talk about the features here in a moment. So yeah, watch for sales. Sometimes they'll dip down to 20 bucks and even under, depending. So let's check it out in the box. Aurora series. It says 450 lumens. There's another version, the Cree model, which is 650 lumens. This is the Nichia version. This is the warm light version, which is nice for high color rendering. RovyVon. There you go. Some bullet points. And on the back here, it does explain the two different types they have available. There you go, AX series. They did an upgrade. The original A1 had a smaller battery, I think 160 milliamp hours, similar to the Nichia EDC. So they've upgraded the battery on this particular version. There you go, A1X. What's in the box? You get some stuff in the box. Awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and open it up. It has this squeeze these two little tabs. Took everything out from underneath, make it easier. Let's go ahead and just pop the flashlight up and out. The box aside. And there's our flashlight. Bink! Stuff that came in the box. All right, we got a charging cable, get some hardware, and we got a manual, which we'll bring out in a second. This charging cable, this particular model is the USB to micro USB. Now they just upgraded it to a Type-C. So if you're buying this now, you're going to get a Type-C connection. And the only other difference between this one and Type-C is that you get an electronic lockout as well. Now, most people have had the A1s and haven't complained about not having electronic lockout. So if you find the USB or micro USB version like this on sale, go ahead and pick it up. You'll have fun with it. I have. This thing's great. So yeah, USB to micro, this particular version. Like I said, I'll have links to the USB-C versions. That seems to be the prevalent one. But if you do find in your searches the micro, go ahead and pick it up by all means. Hardware, you get a stainless steel hat and belt clip and a keychain. Nice. And our manual, over real quick. I always like to do this for posterity. It's multilingual. There you go. Ready to go with what you can rely on. Nice. So there it is, A1X. Again, it's upgraded. And they have the, like I said, like they just came out the Type-C, which is weird because I just bought this. I think I got a deal on it, and then it came out. It came out with the Type-C version, of course. So I got the old ones, but it's okay. It's just a Type-C difference. I like Type-C, but I don't mind micro USB as well. So there's some parameters, how to use it right there. Some modes, very simple. Now it has mode memory, but you have to have it on for over 3 minutes. You do get a strobe. Triple click the strobe. Nice. It does throttle on high and medium modes. It steps down to 100 lumens after 100 seconds. Okay, just so you know. Charging has a really cool breathing blue LED, and it's solid blue when it's finished charging. It says charge time of an hour and a half. Mine took an hour, so I might have a charge on it. So there you go. And it says the battery is low. The indicator goes on red. Nice. 2-year warranty. On the back here it has specs, and then we'll get to the flashlight. So if you look, there's two different versions. The top line is the Cree, and the line below it is the Nichia. So you got Moonlight, low, medium, high. And you can see 2, 15, 260, and 450 lumens. And the run times, 32 hours for the Moonlight version. Nice. And then, of course, you got your throw of 90 meters with the Nichia. And there you go. We're all done with that. So let's go ahead and zoom this down. Dimensions on the A1X. Okay, so length, we have 2 3/8 of an inch or 61 millimeters. Head diameter is 9/16 of an inch or 15 millimeters. It's a tiny guy. I really like it. This thing weighs 17 grams or 2/3 of an ounce. Makes a great zipper pull. A lot of people use these on their zippers. And they like it. Have an extra backup light. Let's do a size comparison. I have a Phoenix, what's this, E01. This is a AAA powered flashlight, single AAA. Here's a AAA battery. For size comparison, here's a AA battery. Give you another idea for items you'd have around the house. And then, of course, for comparison, we're going to do a little shootout. We're going to have the Tiki, Nichia Tiki here. Give you some benefits, pros and cons. So there you go. And I also have the A1X in cool white in the orange body, which is cool. They have different colored bodies. Military green, orange, black, and I think they have like purple now and a blue. So quite a bit of colors to choose from. I do like the orange. I think it's pretty nice. But this is the cool white versus the warmer light, which you're going to see in a moment. So let's talk about features real quick of the A1X. We have a stainless steel front bezel that the Tiki copied. Did the same thing. Tiki definitely using a smaller battery, so you get less runtime. So there you go. Down there we have our TIR optics, total internal reflection for a nice beam. This actually produces a really nice beam compared to the Tiki. I like this much better. So if you're on the fence on getting the RovyVon or the Tiki, definitely get the A1. You'll like it. You don't have to have the secondaries unless you're going to be using them. I think they're kind of a hassle unless you need to use them. I do like just having a main light. Yeah, and down in there, our LED is the Nichia 219C in neutral white with a color rendering index of 90 plus, which is beautiful for rendering colors in their true environment. Okay, we got this Polymide case, which is like a, I don't know, a polyester, nylon, something. Has a nice texture to it. Feels strong. People say it's real durable. I'm just going by opinions. These sold so many of these, and a lot of people own them and are happy with them. There's some printing there. RovyVon A1, beautiful. And we got spots, 3 spots for the belt clip, as you can see, adjustable. That's nice, handy. Charging port over here is our micro USB. It's cool because you can hook this up, and while it's charging, you have access to all the modes. That's a beautiful thing. They actually show this in action with one of those bendable USB cables that you can hook up to a power bank, and you can aim the light where you need it while it's charging. That was pretty neat. So yeah, this version, micro USB, there's a Type-C version, and I'll have links below to the Type-C version, of course, if I mentioned that. And yeah, so this charged pretty fast, 350 milliamp. I noticed when I was charging it, so definitely going to charge in an hour. Definitely the internal battery being only 330 milliamp hours. Internal, you can't replace it. It's the only thing. Everything's glued shut. There's no way to access the battery unless you crack the case open, but then I don't think the light would work. Our keychain hook point or lanyard point or zipper pull point right here. Beautiful. And of course our top switch. You just single click, nothing happens. If you press and hold, you have your momentary high, so it's 450 lumens. And then to turn it on, double tap. So that's kind of its ability, so you don't turn it on in your pocket. You have to actually double tap to keep it on. And it always starts in low unless you leave it on for 3 minutes in a different mode. So cycle through it. There's our, sorry, that's low, it's medium, this is high, and then we're down to moon. Moon is 2 lumens. So it goes to the 4 modes. Tap, long press off, and then triple tap from off or on to get to your strobe. Single click to turn it off. It's not bad. Strobe mode's nice. Yeah, so let's go ahead and head to the garage. I took some pictures of this flashlight in action. Yeah, it's got the IP65 water rated, so you can't submerge it, but it'll handle rain, heavy rain with no problem. Just don't dunk it. I mean, you probably could drop it in a puddle, but pick it up real quick. That's a pretty big deal. It has a 1.5 meter drop resistance, which is nice. So yeah, like I said, it does have a mode memory, but after 3 minutes on that mode, which is an interesting way. But you got 3 minutes on moon, and it'll just remember the moon mode for you, which is nice. So let's go to the garage where I took some pictures of this little guy in action. So here I am standing 15 feet away from the garage door. The light is on high, 450 lumens. Expect a run time of 1.5 minutes before it throttles down to 100 lumens, and it runs out the remainder of the battery for 90 minutes, and expect a throw of 90 meters. Now we're on medium. This is 260 lumens. Expected to run 1.5 minutes before it throttles down to 100 lumens again, and it'll run the remainder of the battery out for 120 minutes. Now we're in some useful modes. Low, this is 15 lumens, expected to run 10 hours. I'm actually happy that it has low. 10-hour mode is really nice. And now we're on Moon. You can just make it out. This is 2 lumens, expected to run 32 hours. Again, nice mode to use for small work when you got your night vision and your close-up. And the final picture here, I took a picture of a wheel. Like I say, you're changing a tire in the dark. This is on low, 15 lumens, 6 feet away, and expected to run 10 hours, giving you plenty of time to work on your vehicle and do certain tasks outside. So there you go. Go back to the table. All right, let's do a quick demonstration of these lights in action. So I have the Tiki. So the Tiki now you can get for $19.99, which represents a decent value compared to, I think this is $26 now, the newer version with the Type-C port. If you can find, like I say, the micro USB, you might get it under 20. But the Tiki has a smaller battery. Its high is 300 lumens. It'll run for 30 minutes. Its medium is 60 lumens, runs for 1 hour. Its low is 15 lumens. Nice, same as this. Which will run for 4 hours instead of 10 hours. So definitely a big difference in battery consumption. This has an ultra low, though, of 1 lumen, which lets it run 40 hours. So it gets a little edge there on the low mode, which I like. This also has 2 secondaries. It has a UV and a high CRI. The UV is 500 milliwatts for 45 minutes, and its high CRI secondary is 20 lumens for 1.5 hours. I'll just quick show you those on this light. So it's a similar UI. So they kind of copy it. So single press does nothing. Hold it, gets you right to high. And then we'll go, or yeah, they call it highs, just like Aurora does. So double tap, turns it on, cycle the modes, just like A1. Okay. And then long press off. Now if you want to access the secondaries, you triple click. There's no strobe, just the secondaries. There's our UV light. There's our high CRI light. And then has this beacon strobe. So it doesn't have the high speed, just a beacon. Okay, so there we are. So let's go ahead, do a side-by-side comparison. Let's make sure they're in low. So that's low, 15 lumens. No, that's lowest. Okay, we'll go there. You'll see the different beam patterns and color intensities. And then I'm going to, let me just bring this up a little bit. I'm going to bring in the cool white version in a little bit so you can see the difference in color between the two. Because these are usually the same price. You might spend a little bit more for the Nichia version. All right, so we'll go ahead and turn these lights off. Always fun. All right, so right away in person, my camera adjusted for the color, but this is a beautiful color, this Nichia. So I'm going to bring them in, and you're going to see a difference. Definitely warmer. Bring them in quick so the camera doesn't color stabilize. So yeah, the right there is the Aurora. Nice, beautiful beam pattern. You can see lines. It might be modulating on the low on the Tiki. Do you see that? How it has lines on the screen on the left? Yeah. And the color temperature, look at that. Not bad. It's 15 lumens each. Yep. So just giving you a difference. This has like a weird dot in the middle there. Kind of has these rings on the edge. And the Aurora just has this beautiful smooth edge to it, which I like. No harshness. This Tiki has a little harshness to it. Yep, Aurora wins in the beam pattern. Okay, so let's go ahead and just turn the Tiki off. All right, and we'll go through the modes on the Aurora. So maybe with the ceiling. Okay, we're on high right now, 450 lumens. Moonlight, 2 lumens. Not going to see much except there. Not bad for the desk. See, bringing it in. Nice color rendering. Beautiful. And then we'll do the same with the, I got the cool white version here. Bring it on. Cycle its modes. Okay, we'll go to moon with that. So cool white, not as warm. Definitely has more of a spot to it. See, that's got more of a hot spot. Let's bring them up to low. Comparing with that. There you go. You can see how nice and warm the Nichia is compared to the Cree. There you are. So we'll go ahead and just turn it off. But yeah, I thought I'd show you the difference in color. Alright, let's go ahead and just show you these here. At the ceiling. So there's high, 450 lumens. Pretty much lighting up the room. Not bad, pointing at the ceiling. Moon, low. There's our medium. Cool. So you're asking yourself, well, this is a radio channel. How does it do with radios? Not great. It has a lot of RFI. So let's go ahead and show you that.
Round, and the Astros, who have clinched home field advantage through the American League Championship Series, will wait to see who their opponent will be in the ALDS.
So if you
again,
get close,
for the Astros, 10, the Phillies.
If you get close to the radio, you can hear that whistling. Right now I'm about a foot away from the radio, foot and a half.
Baseball on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app. Now let's go back to Jay Reynolds in the studio. All right, Mike, and with the Phillies loss, Padres had a chance to do something. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Tim swings blanket down the line. For Davis, both runs will score. As Bokar is in, Bell just jogging home from third base. Stand up, 2-run double for Hudson.
So you'll be using it on low, about a foot away, or high, because high doesn't seem to have hardly any RFI to it, which is nice. But those other modes, they really make some squeal, as you heard there. Definitely has some RFI. Otherwise, a nice beam showing off the colors of the rail. Look at the nice red button there, coming out nice, not washed out. Not sure what the other flashlight looks like. Let's bring it on. Let's go to Moon with this one. It's not too bad either. Yeah, definitely warmer. Yeah, liking that. All right, let's go ahead and turn these off. 2 final thoughts. Long press. Remember that long press. All right. Turn the lights back on. Iron Man back in the picture. All right, so let's go ahead and long press off. So the Nichia A1X, is it a winner? Yes, and I would pick up the Type-C version all day long. But I just bought these two because they were at a decent price. Like, I think this was $22, like I mentioned, and that was on sale for I think like $17. And I was like, wow, an orange one for $17. I'm gonna pick it up. I like it. It's good for outside work, you know, where you don't need color rendering. But if you need color rendering, you definitely go with the warmer one. Like in the warmer colors. But they both are pretty bright for what they offer. So which one should you get? Just depends on your preference. Get my color back there. And of course, yeah, you get the orange or the black or the different colors that are available. I'll have links below to these flashlights. They definitely get my recommendation. Definitely over to Tiki. And I have the LE version, law enforcement version, which I'm going to review. But yeah, if you're not using these secondaries, the Aurora is the way to go. If you have to have these secondaries, then you're going to be picking up a Tiki for $20. It's a no-brainer there. Also, should you pick up maybe a AAA battery? You know, these are okay. Use a standard battery type, which works with some of our radios. And its brightness, you know, it's fair. But it's cool white. No high-end rendering, but you can change the battery, which is nice. And of course, I reviewed the E01, and I'll have links up here to the Tiki and this E01 so you get an idea if any of these options will be good for you. So there it is, the A1. It's a recommended buy. Glad you watched this. Thank you. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. If you like the brand, yeah, I picked up a couple more of these flashlights. I like them. Definitely going to be showing off more of these. Everybody likes the RovyVons. They got some really cool designs out there. I'm really liking them. A little pricey, but I think they're worth it. I do like the build quality. So yeah, if you enjoy this, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon, get notified of those future videos. And 3, comment below what you think about the A1X. Would you pick one up? Like I said, I think the Type-C version is $26. Micro USBs, if you can find them, probably going to be like around $22 and below. So you get a good deal if you can find them. And of course, you know, let me know. Would you pick up a Tiki? Would you pick up a Phoenix AAA powered? instead, give me a heads up. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in my next video.